Hey little ones, have a great day. I welcome you all to today's EVS class. Today we will start our 7th chapter, Saying Without Speaking. Here you have a video based on this chapter. Listen to the video carefully.
Today we'll play an interesting game. I will try to tell you about a thing using hand gestures. And you have to guess what I'm hinting at. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. A book.
Right.
A bird.
Absolutely correct. Now tell me this.
A bull.
Bravo! All my students are so smart. You know, it is slightly more difficult to talk through actions and gestures. The game we played today helped us understand how can we talk without using words. This is difficult, but not impossible. Have you heard of sign language?
Yes, ma'am. My distant cousin Rani is hearing and speech impaired. Whenever we go to meet her, we have to communicate through actions. This is difficult, but her whole family knows sign language. Rani also tries to read our lips to guess what we are saying.
Thanks for telling us about Rani, Vijay. And you are right. There are a lot of children who cannot speak or hear. Like all of you, they also go to school and learn through sign language. They use expressions and hand gestures to communicate their thought and feelings to others. There is one more place where hands and expressions or mudras and bhavs are used in dance. If you've ever seen classical dances like Kathak or Bharatanatyam, then you would have noticed that the dancers use a variety of mudras to narrate mythological stories. Observe the pictures of a few mudras now. This mudra depicts a peacock. This one, a bird. And this one, a mouse. Think of one more classical dance, Kathakali. Have you all ever heard of this dance form?
Yes, ma'am. This dance form is counted among the most prominent classical dances of Kerala.
You're right, Shreya. The most fascinating thing about this dance form is the abhinay, or the ability to narrate a story through facial expressions. Look at these pictures of Kathakali dances. Aren't they amazing? What do you notice in this expression?
Anger.
Now tell me, if I say, my doll is lost, won't you find it odd? Our faces mirror our feelings. A toddler who cannot yet form words is able to say so much using expressions and hand gestures. Now, I will tell you about some people. You have to guess the expression on their faces. Pooja was gifted a new frock today. What would be her facial expressions? Neeta's father found out that she hasn't completed her homework. Neeta's father would have what kind of facial expression? Vinay has punctured the tire of his new cycle. How will Vinay show his feelings on his face? Well done, students! There are many ways of communicating our thoughts and feelings. Do you know there are some books which don't have words but only pictures? We can form a story looking at these pictures. Come on, let's try this. I will keep a picture in front of you and you have to narrate what's happening in it.
There is a crow in this picture. The crow is thirsty. The crow sees a pitcher. He becomes happy.
The pitcher has very little water.
The crow drops little pebbles in the pitcher. The water level rises.
The thirsty crow gulps down water to his heart's content.
Very nice. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Today, we learned that there are many ways of communicating without using words. We talked through actions and tried to understand how people who are hearing and speech impaired communicate. We learned how stories are narrated in classical dances using facial expressions and hand gestures. Then we focused on the importance of expressions and finally made a story by reading pictures. Goodbye, students. See you in the next class.
Did you all understand what the teacher in that video saying? Yes, she started with a game. What was the name of that game? It was Dum Charades. How to play it? For that, one child should show some action or gestures and others should say what the child is showing. That was the game. Then she also said that there are some children who cannot hear or talk. They communicate each other with sign language. Most of us can hear and speak, but there are some people who can neither hear nor speak. These people talk through actions. They understand what the other person is saying by studying their lip movements. Some of us sing well. Others write good poetry. Some can climb trees quickly, while others can run fast. Some can draw well. Others can sing in tune. We are all special in our own ways. Hence, in schools, we can learn from each other. Like all children who cannot speak and hear also go to school to read and write. In schools, sign language is taught to them. So here it is said that like all other children, children who cannot speak or hear also go to school. From their school, they are taught to speak through sign language by showing actions. All of us know that all are special in one way or some other way, isn't it, children? Some can sing, some can draw, some can run fast, some of you can climb on trees quickly, some of you can sing very sweetly. So, all are special in one way or in other. Children, do you know our eyes tell a lot? Small children tell a lot through their face and hands even before they learn to speak. They understand a lot too. So, small children, those who cannot or those who didn't start talking, will say a lot of things through their gestures. The face is a mirror. When we are sad, others can understand that we are sad from our face, isn't it? Here you have an activity. Observe children of about 6 to 8 months in your area. How do they express themselves? Can you tell me? Yes, they will be showing some actions or gestures. Now, you must be wondering what kind of faces these are. They have no eyes, no nose, no mouth. What you have to do is, you have to make these, but only after reading what is written alongside. Near these faces, you can see something has written along with it. You have to read it and you have to draw the face or complete the face according to that expression. Are you ready? This is Julie. Her little sister was born just yesterday. She is very excited. How will her face look? When you are excited or when you are over happy, how will be your face? Your face will be happy, isn't it? Likewise, you have to draw a happy face for this girl. Now let's see the next face. Here you have Yamini's mother. Today, while Yamini was taking out the bottle of pickle from the kitchen, it fell from her hand and broke. Draw the look on her mother's face. So, when you break something, your mother will be looking at you angrily, isn't it? Likewise, you have to fill this face with an angry face. By looking at someone's face, we can tell if the person is happy, sad, or angry. Has it ever happened to you that you had done some mischief and your mother found out just by looking at your face? Maybe many times, isn't it? We can talk through dance as well. In dance, the hands and faces are used to convey feelings. These are called mudras or bhavs. In folk dances, in Kathakali, and other dances, you can see people convey their emotions or their message through their mudras and their bhavs. Mudra they will make with their hands and bhavs will come on their faces. So that's it, children. Hope you understood this chapter. Read the chapter nicely, then try to understand what is said in the chapter. Study well, be good, do good. Thank you.